nobody in the room yet. I'm coming on a little bit earlier than I posted. So maybe it's a surprise to some people that I'm already on. I only posted it like a few minutes ago. Just a few minutes ago I posted this, but I came on right away. Anybody notice the difference in the shot? Doesn't it look better? You guys see this difference now? What's going on, everybody? David is first on the board with a crazy comment. I don't know what this means. Anybody know what this means? I am high diver still, fish bowls, Boston pizza last night. Thanks, Doc. Anybody know what the heck that means? So we'll go with DLD crypto as first on the board today, since hello mean, everybody knows what that means. What the heck is that other thing from David? What's he talking about? What's up with you, Jay Legend? Thanks for being here, brother. Samantha is here. Good morning to you. Rickness is here. Good morning to you. Exisnet. Yo, what's going on at Exisnet? DLD crypto. Yeah, you're getting credit for first on the board because I don't know what the heck that was from David. I have no idea. On Clown Crypto is here. Good morning, Daniel. He's got the logo and everything. It says On Clown Crypto on the circle there. That's funny. Jason Hayes, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you too, brother. You guys notice my new HD broadcast quality? I went up on the level, the top level for what's it called? Oh, there goes the Greek. The Greek is joining us. What a nice surprise.
What's up, Daniel? I only got
That's
10
right,
minutes.
and we are on the Greek DeFi Guru's channel right now. So everybody say hello to your host of your channel. What's going on, my brother?
Nothing, just driving into work. I saw you popped on live, and now I have ability to just join. I don't have to wait for you to invite me in.
That's right, yeah. We just go on. Let me just fix my audio here because I can't really hear that well. I have, I know, right? I have the new HD quality on mine because I went all the way up on StreamYard. By the way, we have to add everybody to the stream. I don't know how to do that. You know how to do it. Just tell me how to do it. I'll do it. But, I want everybody to be live for Wednesday on their channels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe later I can help you do that.
Yeah, later on, not now. You have to go to work. I'm at work now. I have a little bit of free time. So I figured let me come on with the Safuu sweatshirt. How was the game yesterday? You went to Indianapolis yesterday, right? Good stuff?
Yeah, it was the game of the day, or at least that's what everybody's saying. Awesome game. Indy
A lot of offense. Was there a lot of offense in the game? That's usually what they call game of the days whenever that happens.
61 points.
Wow. Yeah, it's big offensive performance. My Eagles played last night. I didn't get to see a second of it except for on YouTube because I had to work at 2 a.m. So I was asleep by 6 o'clock.
Oh, they dominated.
Yeah, they did. They did. But Greek, we are just days away now, hours away from sacrifice. Have you thought about what you're going to do? Because I've thought about what I'm going to do, and I've decided, everybody and Greek, that I'm not going to sacrifice the first minute. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait to see what happens, see what this price does, see what's going on with others, see how the DAP is working. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do it second one. But we're going to be live on the air, so everyone's going to see what we do. Have you thought about that, Greek? Like what you're thinking about doing, taking part of your bag, doing it right away, taking another part, doing another part, like maybe in 3 parts throughout the day, because we do have 24 hours.
Yeah, I was thinking about this last night. I've been like talking it over with people, and I think I'm going to do the same thing. Probably hold no longer than an hour. If the price doesn't go up a lot, I'm just going to put it in. I'm not going to waste time.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't start pumping after it goes live, then it's not going to. It's just going to stay stable.
Yeah. I'm just worried about that number 4 wallet that screwed us all yesterday again. And you know they're watching us. Like I already know that they watch us because there's no way that they don't. They know that we're on every day about Safuu. And so, you know, yeah, I'm worried about you. I'm worried about that number 4 wallet because they, for some reason, have a vendetta out against Brian. No one knows why, except for the one reason, which is they wanted to be able to day trade this for free so that they can drain the liquidity, and then we're all left with nothing. And they don't like that. So, like, I don't understand how they would think that that would be okay to kill a project, squeeze all the money out of it, and because Brian said no to that, they are upset with that. Like, so what did they expect, Greek? Did they expect for him to say, yeah, go ahead, just keep on draining all of our liquidity until we're dead? Go ahead, do that. No taxes, no nothing. Is that what they expected, Greek?
I think that's what they expected, but they got another thing coming. As of Wednesday at 8 p.m., their power goes away. So more power to the people and more power to us. And Jason even said it, these games go away once we're on the blockchain. And I can't wait just to be over there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that also. But that's another reason why I'm gonna do mine in parts, not right away, but early on in the day. And then, you know, just because I don't know what's gonna happen with this, you know what I mean? I'm just a little concerned about it. And then with all of them being taken out, like, it's not going to be everybody who's wondering about this too, because I spoke with NR Legend on the phone yesterday. He had a question that somebody was asking him. So I figure a lot of people that's in our audience, Greek, has the same question, which is when they leave our wallets and they go into the Sacrifice wallet, they are essentially out of circulation. But that does not mean, everybody, that they're out of the circulating supply. I don't want you guys to get that confused. Yes, they are being taken out of circulation, but they are still counted as part of the circulating supply. So I hope you guys understand the difference. They're out of circulation, but they're still in the circulating supply. So that means that they still hold their value. It doesn't mean that when we sacrifice, whatever people don't sacrifice, all of a sudden they share all those few coins now share the market cap and they skyrocket in price. It does not work that way, right, Great?
Yeah, and a lot of people have asked me that, and they're like, I'm going to wait because once everybody starts sacrificing, I'm going to get an advantage. And I was like, no, your advantage comes later. Like, if you were to sell those right away and get those out of circulating supply, and then you were still holding and then it still pumped, then there was less circulation, but then the price would tank so much that it wouldn't even recover to where it was at. So
yeah. So I don't want anyone to think that anything like that is going to happen. Now, the fact that there's no rebates, though, Greek, and the fact that they're being taken out of circulation, still part of the circulating supply, still hold their value, but then there's a rebase that's coming to a stop within the hour of the first day. These things might make a huge difference in price, though. Like the especially that circulating. I'm sorry, that especially the rebase coming to a stop on that day. I think that maybe there's some people that think there's more value in it without the rebase now, and then they start buying more on that day. I don't know. Like, do you have any wonders in your head about that? Because I do. I'm wondering if that might be something that happens, even though it's the first day, even though people could still just go ahead and sacrifice whatever it is that they have without buying Safuu, get a 50% multiplier. But I don't know. Like, I'm just wondering how that might play out.
Yeah, I've thought about that many times, and I have no clue how it's going to play out. That's why I've decided I'm going to wait about an hour and just see how it starts going. See if people are buying in. Because if they're not buying in the first hour or two, why are they going to wait to the end?
Yeah. I'm just going to see if there's any questions on the board here. Everybody's just saying hello. Everyone's excited to see you. There goes Jay Legend. He says, my thing is, if a whale comes in to buy millions outside of millions of outside money to buy up all the coins, and he worries, well, there's only so much that can go around, right? And it's going to cost a lot of money for someone to buy up all the coins themselves. Yeah, so there's 300 million coins, everybody.
Because we've been talking about this 90% fire pit, and that's where it would be 90+%. It would be astronomical at the current price. And I think people are worried that, outside whale money is going to come in and just eat up all that 300 million, and we're not going to have a fire pit. It would take, I think Brian was saying, like over $1 billion in money to come in to do that. It's just a ton.
It would take $2.7 billion.
That was it. Yeah.
$2.7 billion for everything to get taken up. And that's including us, everybody. $2.7 billion. So I've been telling everybody, though, Greek, that that I actually think that it's very possible that Brian can actually get $1 billion raised. But if I told you just now, everybody, that it takes $2.7 billion to eat up everything, that means that if he did, in fact, get $1 billion basically sold worth of we're still way under when it comes to meeting the 50% threshold in circulating supply, which means that well over 50% would be in the fire pit. It'd be like 70%, 75% would be in the fire pit, even if he were to raise $1 billion. Because remember, it takes 2.7 billion to eat up all of the supply. Now, if that were to happen, Brian probably does something, though, Greek, but we don't have to worry about that because it's very unlikely. He probably would end up having to do something.
If you listen to his Crypto Expo speech, he advertised to the audience and to everybody else, outsiders, 51% plus guaranteed fire pit. He did say that in his speech. Yeah. So the fact is, if he's advertising that, you have nothing to worry about if you're worried about fire pit.
Yeah, I don't think that there's anything to worry about when it comes to, again, like everybody, you've got to understand it would take $2.7 billion, okay, to come in for this for the circuit for the what will be the circulating supply, which is set aside at 375 million. He does have that set aside to be the total supply, but the intention is to have more than 50% be in the fire pit. So out of that 300 million, everybody, what he's hoping for is to have at the very least 151 million in the fire pit and 149 million that gets distributed. That's what at least he wants. But it turns out with the price that we have now, Greek, and everybody else at 77 cents or something like that, it's going to be far, far more than 50%. We're looking at, with just our supply, just Safuu holders, the circulating supply would be 1% with the price that we have now. Yep. And the other 99% would be in the fire pit to start things off. Now, that doesn't include, everybody, all of the stuff that's going to be taken when people sacrifice other things. And if it's up to $1 billion, or if it's up to $100 million or 50 million, whatever that is, divided by 9, that's how much in addition to what we get is. All right. And then that becomes the circulating supply that goes into November, that goes into the compound. We compound to December 20th. We compound to November 20th. And then, I'm sorry, this January 20th. And then we open up on opening day. And then we will see what happens. But with all of that being said, it would take an astronomical amount of money to come in to the tune of $2.7 billion, everybody, to eat up all of what he has available for everybody out of the 300 million. Because then there's on top of that 75 million that go on sale the day that we open up.
Oh,
so
there's one more thing that everybody's freaking out about, and it seems to be the time. The timer right now on the website is not right. It's going to be 12. It's going to be 12 o'clock UTC. So whatever time it was for your sacrifice. So for us, it was 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be that time. When they put the new D app up, supposedly the timer is going to be fixed. There's pinned messages. So for anybody worried about what time this is going to happen, it's not going to be at the current time, which right now would say it was Wednesday at 8 a.m. for me. That's not going to be the case. It's going to be 8 p.m. And that's also why Daniel set his live stream.
That's just an ambulance going by. Go ahead.
So Daniel set his live stream so we can start talking an hour before this thing goes live. And we're going to keep talking.
Yeah, so it's at 8 p.m. for everybody on the East Coast of the United States. We're going to go on at 7 p.m. We're going to have talks. People can come on, ask questions. We're going to have the worldwide stage. There's going to be everybody else that's involved that feels like coming on, and they will have it on their live stream as well if they feel like it. But I already know, and our legend wants to be there. I already know that Just Talkin wants to be there. Pride wants to be there. Chalk wants to be there. You know, all of us are going to be streaming from our channels, the same exact thing.
Yeah.
You know, we're all going to be streaming the same thing, and then everybody can ask questions and also participate by saying, "Hey, look, I just sacrificed. This is how many SafuuX I'm getting," and you know, and then we can go from there. But yeah,
it'll be a big celebration too. Once people start sacrificing, we can tell figures. We can be like, "This is how much money you're going to have on mainnet launch," and it's
right.
Gonna be awesome. And if anything changes, just trust me, there will be videos on it about it. I will make my daily 5-minute videos so you don't have to watch Daniel for 3 hours. Yeah, just we'll keep you updated. So don't worry if the time changes. Trust me, there will be pinned messages. I'll make sure everybody's aware of it. You can DM me if you have any questions. I will get you the answers you need.
And just for that, I'm gonna rival Greek. He's gonna put out 5-minute videos, and I'm gonna put out 4-minute videos.
You can't do that because you love to talk too much.
I talk too much. I do. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I can already tell you right now.
Even when you say it's a short video, you'll be like, "This is just a short video," and then it's you walking through a grocery store for 25 minutes. And I'm like,
yeah.
This is the time that Daniel loves. I'm at work, so I got to go in now. So it's going to be just Daniel taking you from here on out. Thank you so much for everybody watching on my channel. Thank you to all those who support me. I appreciate it. Thank you to Daniel for even putting this on my channel when he doesn't have to, for my people to see. Thank you so much, Daniel.
No problem, brother. If you can, pop back on later, but we'll be on for just a little while this morning. I'll get some questions answered, and we'll see you later. Maybe if not, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay?
Sounds good, man.
Peace out, brother. So there you go, everybody. The Greek DeFi guru making a special guest star appearance on his own channel and mine, because I'm broadcasting on both channels right now, everybody. So there's 102 people watching. 100 of them are on my channel. 2 are coming from the Greeks channel. Everybody, okay? So welcome all 2 of you that are watching on the Greeks channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Say hello to the 2 people watching, everybody from Greek's channel. Oh, that is too good. Let me go through your comments again. So there goes Hadouken says, "What's up, Daniel? How you doing, Hadouken?" Samantha, nice to see you, Daniel, and everyone. Good to see you too, Samantha. There goes Matthew Faulkner. Good morning, Mr. Prado. Good morning to you too. Raiko Puslin says, "Hi, good day to all of my happy faces, all of his family, all of his Safuu Nation people. The Greek is here. He was here, and he still is here." There goes Tama QLD. Good day, everyone. Let's effing go. Rickness is here. You are more clear, Dan. Also, enjoy seeing trees over buildings in the background. But these trees here are outside of Yankee Stadium. Because everybody, I'm at Yankee Stadium. Oh, wrong one. Let me show you guys. There goes Yankee Stadium. And I am here because the Yankees made it to Game 5 of the ALDS, the American League Divisional Series. Hold on, I got to get this back up there. The American League Divisional Series. And so they're trying to beat Cleveland, which, by the way, everybody, I didn't realize this until this year. Cleveland's now called the Cleveland Warriors. I think it's Cleveland Warriors. No, Cleveland. What they're not called the Cleveland Indians anymore. And so they're playing Game 5 tonight here at Yankee Stadium for a chance to go to the American League Championship Series. My Phillies are in the National League Championship Series. As a wild card, they won the first series against Atlanta, who won over 100 games this year, and the Phillies were able to upset them and move on to the National League Championship Series. So if the Yankees win tonight, they go to the ALCS, the American League Championship Series. If they win that, they move on to the World Series. If the Phillies win the National League Championship Series, they move on to the World Series, and then we have a rematch of 2009 when the Phillies lost to the Yankees. They won the World Series in 2008, but then when they faced the Yankees in 2009, they lost. And we still have that alive, where we might have the Phillies and the Yankees meet again, so that the Phillies can hopefully get payback. But we'll see. The Yankees are a really good team, so. But so are the Phillies. Obviously, they're in the playoffs. But anyway, so I'm glad that you like the shop better. Thanks, Rickness. I hope everybody else does. You know, it costs more money. It's not like an arm and a leg or anything, but it costs more money to be able to. Because I was broadcasting already to you guys in high definition. It just wasn't anywhere near as nice as it should be. So you have to go all the way up to the 1080p, and that's what I did. So. Hi from Puerto Rico says Canduguito Racing. Candunguito Racing. I always have problems saying that though. I don't know. Candunguito Racing. Hi from Puerto Rico. Thank you so much. You've been here quite a few times. Not every time, but you're here quite a lot. So I appreciate you being here. Good day, DP, says Robert Banner. Thank you so much for being here. Kevin Rowlandson is here. Maximus is here. Romulus is here. Dean is here. Samantha says, got to open up my laptop and get you on a bigger screen. Yes, you do. That's absolutely right, Samantha. And thank you for doing that. Do me a favor, though. Once you have it up on the big screen, everybody has their screen maximized right now so that they could be able to see the high definition of Daniel Prado worldwide. Minimize the screen, though. Go ahead and give a like. And for all of the thousands of people that keep on watching all of my videos every day, but don't subscribe, how about giving me a like and a subscription? That'd be fantastic if you could. It'd help me out a lot. Helps the channel. It helps the algorithm. So, also, there's a little bell there if you want to be notified that I'm coming on. It sends you a notification to your phone. Hit the bell icon as well, too. Compton is here. He says, what's up, bro? And good morning. Good morning to you. About time. Yeah, you were asking in Discord. I said, let me go on right now. I'm going to do it right now. So there you are. About time, Daniel. Rich soon. Yeah, hopefully. We're hoping, all of us as Safuu holders, and it's not so much a hope, right? Like, can we all like sort of agree on that we're not in a hopium project anymore, right? Like we're we're in something that we know has a plan, right? There's a difference between what we are all involved in now and what we've all been a part of in the past, right? We've all been a part of all those shit coins. We've all done that crap. We've gotten rugged. We've got, gotten taken advantage of, all that kind of stuff. And part of that journey that we've all been on, right, has been being inside of something, as far as a project is concerned, being involved in it. It sounded kind of nasty and dirty the way I was saying, being inside of something like, it's just, I'm talking about actual projects. We all have bought into things and we don't know where it's going. We don't know the possibilities of it. We don't know the potential of it, but we know what this is and what it's going to be. We've all been given so much information, haven't we? I mean, so much information. Now, I know Miss Love has been a little bit frustrated and others because we haven't gotten a lot of information about the DApp that we're going to use to do the sacrifice. But aside from that kind of stuff, just remember, everybody, they're in Dubai. They're busy. They're not going to really be addressing us that much. We did have Brian come on the day before yesterday. I showed you guys that. I was on live, and I showed you guys that Q&A. Brian and Jason came on. They did that. Said he had an hour, so he came on and he answered some questions. But they still are in Dubai, everybody. So there's still things that, they're not going to be able to get to right away. Now, Adrian can make some calls and crack the whip a little bit to get it done, but we can't really depend on them to get that much and pay attention to too much because they are in Dubai doing this entire expo and everything, right? So let's just let them get through that. Hopefully, maybe even coming out of that, we get a price pump. Who knows, right? Like, we didn't get anything out of the expo, but maybe the blockchain summit brings something. No one knows. Everybody already knows. I thought that we were going to get some kind of pump like crazy because of Dubai, the first one, the expo. We didn't get anything. In fact, we went down in price, but I should have known better. I should have known better and told you guys that that's probably what was going to happen. I should have known better because every time something is announced that's positive, we go down in price. Anytime something that's announced that we're going to do, we go down in price. It happened when we went to London. It's just crazy. But that's the way this project has been. We've got a lot of people that hate Brian Legend, that hate Safuu. They hate us. They hate me. And they're trying to bring it down. But you don't hate me. You don't hate Brian. You don't hate Safuu. You love it. There's more of us than there is of them. It's just that we need more of us people like us to bring the price up so that it can get to a better place where we can be able to have a better sacrifice and get better amounts of SafuuX. But in the end, no matter whatever it is it ends up being, we're going to end up going to a blockchain. We know where this is going. And because we know where it's going, we're very excited about it. We're very happy about it, right? You are. I know you are. You guys feel like I do, That's why you guys enjoy watching me, because I talk about things that you feel and the way that you should be reacting to things. That's why when I get pissed off, you guys are like, yes, that's right, goddammit, he's so right, because you guys love that. That's the way you feel. When I get frustrated about something, when I call somebody out, you guys love that stuff because it's how you feel. But we need more of those people. But the only way more of those people come in is because they have found out about it. They don't know about it yet. They're going to know about it eventually. This is on track with what has been done to being a top 10 and maybe even top itself, just top period blockchain of them all. Now, I know that people are going to say, what are you talking about? They're not going to be Bitcoin. I don't really count Bitcoin. Bitcoin is only one thing. It's its own blockchain. You're absolutely right. If you do know that, congratulations, because a lot of people don't know that. Bitcoin is a blockchain. It's its own blockchain, though. It does one thing, and that's it. It's a store of value. You can buy into it. Price goes up. Your money stays in it. It's locked. No one can get to it. All of that good stuff. Great. But that's all it does. The next one that came around that opened the doors to different things being done on the blockchain like it's being done now is Ethereum. And Brian's goal is to overtake Ethereum. Now Ethereum, you know, we'll see what happens with them with their new merger, and maybe a new blockchain comes out of it that they can uh, uh, turn into, that has a lower fee for everything. Because my goodness, it's so expensive now. But next in the list after that is Binance. They're the number one blockchain when it comes to transactions per day. So there's two different number ones that Brian has to take out in order to get to the top. That's Ethereum and Binance. But then there's everybody else after that too. At one point, Cardano was worth like $150 billion, $200 billion. Now it's worth like $10 billion or something. It's crazy, or like maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But it's crazy what has happened with Cardano. I don't know. I used to be a big fan. I love Charles Hoskinson, but he was another one that was very, very, he was very out there. He's very, what's the word that I'm looking for? You guys know the word that I mean. Transparent. He's very transparent. Every other weekend he's on answering questions, doing live shots. Same thing that Brian did. But I don't know the story behind Cardano and why they have fallen so much. They're still up there as a top blockchain. Don't get me wrong, but they were number 3 right under Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, right? But the difference now with this one that we're all excited about is what it's going to offer, the difference that it's going to make, the technology that it has, the offerability that it has. You can't do a lot of different things on all these blockchains that you will now be able to do on SafuuX. So a lot of people are excited about that. We know about this, so we're excited about it. And I hope you stay excited about it, because January 20th is the beginning of all that. And as the days go by, right, because I had somebody say, what are we going to talk about? I think it was Zyma in the Discord. Like, what are we going to talk about? And I'm like, there's going to be a lot to talk about throughout this entire process, guys. Don't think that when we sacrifice, oh, that's the end. We're still going to have the announcements. Who's coming in for sacrifice? How much are they sacrificing? Those announcements, leaderboards, like Freedom talked about on Leeds channel. There's also the projects that are going to come in. Who does he pick to be a part of the 15, the Sweet 15 that Brian takes along with the ride from November 20th to January 20th? Offers all kinds of marketing for them. They're going to be given the opportunity to build on the blockchain and then come out on January 20th ready to go. All their communities built with the advantage of having the SafuuX team and that company, the company itself, promote their products, their new projects for what's going to be coming out in January 20th. There's going to be all those things to talk about and more, right? What are those projects? Each individual projects, when they come out, when we find out about them. Then on top of that, all the ones that are not a part of the Sweet 15 or Sweet 12, whatever it is that ends up going along with the ride for Brian, then there's going to be all the other projects that are going to want to come out. They're going to want notoriety. They're going to want people to talk to them, to get the word out about their projects. Who do you think they're going to come to? They're launching on the SafuuX blockchain. They're going to want people to talk about their project. Now, I'm not going to come on here and promote them for them, but I will talk about them and say, guys, check this out. This is what they're trying to do. I'm not going to say, hey, go buy it. But like, if you guys feel, excited about it, you can look into it and maybe buy it on January 20th when it comes out. That's the kind of stuff that we're going to be able to talk about. There's a lot of those things that are going to happen. All right. And then on top of that, we're also going to be looking for a woman for Greek, right? So we got to figure that game show out. Samantha saying hi to the Greek, speaking of the devil. And so is Matthew Faulkner. I'm the clown, says On Clown Crypto. David says, still hungover. That's why I'm up at 6 a.m. here. Oh, goodness. So you probably are out there in the West Coast in California, because it's 6:22 a.m. there. So there you go. Elia S says, hello to you too. Jay Legend, looking very clear. I'm thinking 3-4 on sacrifice. Yeah, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Guys, if we got the $3 or $4, how fantastic would that be? That would be so great. We would be just shy of a 1-for-1 on that if we did that. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but $5.17 on the nose. $5.17. If we were to get to that price, which I doubt we're going to get to that price. 3 or 4 is very doable, even in a couple of days. But $5.17 is a whole nother dollar, which means it's another $46 million in market cap, right? It doesn't mean $46 million have to come in. It's another 46 million in market cap that it goes up by just going up $1. Every $1 that we go up, guys, it's a $45 million market cap boost, because we're now in the 45 million circulating supply area. Okay, so it's going to end up at around 46 point something million that we're going to end up with in total in circulating supply. So every time we go up $1, look at that circulating supply as also a market cap boost. So for us to get up that high, we would need $5, $10, $20 million to come into in buys. Now that could happen today, who knows? But the likelihood of it coming into 517 is very low. 3 or 4 is still unlikely, but very doable. 1 to 2 is probable and even more doable. But if we get to $2, everybody, that means we're near $100 million market cap. All right. Good morning, people, says Vlad. And Samantha says, are you a nice clown? Wondering what's going on with On Clown. Yeah, On Clown is a nice clown. From Germany to the king of Safuu. Wow, how about that? Are you saying I'm the king of Safuu? Because I would agree with that, actually. Oh, no, it's raining. Oh, no. It was raining earlier today, too. But it's supposed to probably stop by the time game time happens. We'll see. What's the plan for Wednesday's price pump to 2, then sell? No. I am going to sell part of my Safuu, but I'm not going to do that until the day after. I want the first day to be clean. I'm not going to be causing any ruckus with any sells that I do, but I will be selling on the second day, because I need to use some of this money for bills that I need to pay. So I cannot sacrifice all of them. I can't, because I need the money. But I will be waiting for the second day, which is on the 21st, to make my sell. But most of what I have, it's way more is in another wallet. That's what I will be sacrificing. How will I sacrifice that? I probably will not in the first hour. We'll see how that first and 2 hours goes. And then I'll probably sacrifice some of it, then some of it a couple of hours later, then some of it another couple of hours later, which, by the way, is going to be a lot. I don't want you guys to think that I'm going to be selling most of my bag, because I'm not. I'm going to be sacrificing most of my bag. And I want to sacrifice 100% of my bag. It just, unfortunately, I need money to pay for bills. We can't just go about life without paying for anything. So I have to pay for stuff. So I have to use some of this money to get caught up with stuff. And I'm going to do that with another bag that I have, but it will not be until the second day of sacrifice. Okay. But you guys already know I'm still going to get a bunch of crap for that, right? Daniel Prado showed. On Chain's going to come on like, I told you guys, I told you, he showed. Live shot. That's what's going to happen, but whatever. So no, David, I mean, like, if you plan on selling, then I would sell the day after so that you don't interrupt with what's going on the first day. But if you don't give a crap and you want to sell, then just sell whenever you want. Like, there's no planned sell by everybody here. I'm not planning on like telling everybody like, hey, let's all sell together. Like, that would be the worst thing in the world for us. No, there's no planned sell. I'm going to sell. I've told you guys this a number of times already. I'm going to sell, but the day after. All right. when pumped. The pump can happen anytime. We had one yesterday, but then number 4 came and screwed it all up. Number 4 came and screwed it all up. They did a number of buys yesterday. Somebody in Discord was actually trying to tell me that they're smart and that they've been making money, unknown, I guess, to the facts that this wallet has done nothing but lose money. Yesterday they made a lot of money because they sold everything in the middle of the night, like at 3 o'clock in the morning. They sold everything. 10 minutes later, buy it all back. This is the kind of stuff they do. 10 minutes later, they buy it all back. So they bought at like 54 cents, 51 cents. After they sold everything, they bought back in at like 50 something cents. Let's call it 51 cents. And they jacked the price all the way back up to 95, 96 cents with that one buy that they had. So they bought it all back after they just sold. And then Brian dumps all this money from the SIP in the treasury, takes us up to over $1, $1.05. They sell everything again. So they ended up making out like a bandit. This time, that's never happened before. They've lost a lot of money in every attempt that they've had, except for yesterday, right? So this guy's telling me in Discord that they did the right thing, that not to be pissed off because that's what they do. And I'm like, bro, have you not been paying attention? They've lost money every single time. Yeah, they made a lot of money today, but you're not paying attention. They've lost money every time they buy again, right? As I'm having that conversation, they bought again. So guys, they sold everything, buy it back 10 minutes later, make a bunch of money, sell it, make a bunch of money, and then buy again. Every time they do this, it's 30% off the table. And the price hasn't moved since they did it. They brought the price back up to the 75 cents, 76 cents. Where's the price right now? 77 cents. Like, you can't rebase your way to 30% in one day. It doesn't work that way. And the price hasn't gone up 30%. So if they sell today, you can mark that down as a huge loss. And that's the way they've been doing it every single time. There may be a few times that they've held for 3 or 4 days at the most. That's it. And that's not 30% in rebates. You're not getting that back in 30% wise. Like, you're not getting that much back. You're not rebasing your way to 30%. If price stayed sideways, you don't get that back in 3 or 4 days. It takes about 9 days, 9-10 days to get 30% of your rebase of whatever it is in your bag. You will get 30% of it return, like rebased into your account in about 10 days. But not 3, not 4, not 5 days. So if price travels sideways, you bought and then you sell 5 days, 6 days, 4 days later, 30% is gone for you. You lost money. The only way is if price goes up. And most of the time, this wallet, for whatever reason, they'll buy, it will travel sideways, and then they sell after just a couple of days, sometimes even one, sometimes even hours later. It's just crazy. I mean, I really wish that they would just, stop doing this. I don't know, like, the fact that, like I spoke about this earlier with Greek, you guys heard me. They're vendetta, they're pissed off because they want to be able to trade this for free. Why they're pissed off at Brian for saying no to that is beyond me. Like, do they expect for Brian to go, yeah, go ahead and drain our entire process? We're not going to just take take all of our liquidity. He may as well just give them the keys to the liquidity wallet. Why even go through the process? They're going to buy it up, bring up the price, sell it for all the BNB. It goes all the way down. They buy it up cheaper. It goes off, and then they sell it again. Every 1, 2, 3, or 4%, they could do that for days and days and days and be done inside of a month. The entire liquidity is gone. Why on earth would anybody say yes to that? And if they say no to it, how on earth can you be pissed off about it to the point where you keep on doing this kind of crap every single day, messing with all of our lives? We don't have nothing to do with you, bro. We didn't do anything to you. And neither did Brian, for that matter. He said no because it would kill the project. So what is this for? I don't get it. I don't get it. And then somebody came to me and said, oh, I think this is Brian. And it's like, well, you know what? Why would you say that? And then they give their reason. And it's like, you know what? If this, because this was during the pump yesterday. I was like, well, you know what? If this holds, I'm giving you inside information on a conversation and my thoughts. If this holds and we go to the sacrifice, right, and this holds, then I might be inclined to think that it might be Brian because he's actually trying to help us out. And he's trying to manipulate it so that it gets what he wants. Okay, I got it. I get it. If that's the case. They sold, bagged everything down to 60 cents. And I went right back to my friend and I'm like, it's not Brian. Now, this person doesn't think that Brian's doing anything wrong. They think that it's like helpful. They think that he's trying to get things done. You know what I mean? And if you look at it in some aspects, you can see it. But then they dropped the price and they wiped out everything yesterday. After Brian used the SIF and Treasury to buy up the price, and they took all of that liquidity out. It's and people out there who are thinking right now, well, it is Brian. Like you still think, I don't know why it's still Brian. Where's that money? Because I know what you're thinking. It goes right back into the protocol. Where is it? There's no money in the protocol. The SIF is empty. The Treasury doesn't have anything like that anymore. It was used. They took it all. It's not going back into the. Do you guys understand that? We can see everything that goes on the blockchain. If $3 million or $10 million or $100,000 magically appears in the SIF, you know how many detectives are looking at that? There's a whole bunch of you guys out there that are watching those wallets. If 500,000 just magically appears that has nothing to do with the taxes, it's going to be brought up. Nobody's been able to do that. You know why? Because none of that money is going into those wallets. It's gone. It's not Brian. So that's when I went back as soon as that happened. I went back to my friend and I said, sorry, but the conversation that we had, it may have been just a slight hair chance. Like I was giving you that opportunity. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt, maybe going along with a hair of a chance it's gone. They just took all the money that Brian just put in there. He just bought up the price after they did, brought up the price to over $1, and they took it all. And that money's nowhere to be found, everybody. Like, please do not get it twisted. It's not in any of the wallets. It's gone. So if anybody out there thinks Brian is doing this, I don't know what else to tell you, man. I really don't. It's kind of crazy, but people are allowed to think that. My friend is allowed to think that. You're allowed to think it. I'm just telling you, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. The money's gone. Okay? But like I was saying, I don't know why they're doing this, because nobody in their right mind. It's not because Brian hates them or has a problem with them. It's just nobody can do that. Nobody can do that, or it will kill us. So why on earth would he ever say yes to that? Yeah, you can go ahead and trade without any taxes. It goes up, they sell. It goes down, they buy. It goes up, they sell. It goes down, they buy. And nothing at all happens to them. You see, right now, they're losing 30% every time they do this. Yesterday, they made some money, but then they bought right back. And they're going to probably sell today or tomorrow or sometime during the next few days. They're not going to hold for 10 days. They've never done it. They've never held for 10 days. Never. Even when, you guys remember when Brian said that he had spoken with them and they came to a gentleman's agreement that they won't sell their entire bag anymore. They'll sell like a percentage. I forget what the percentage was per day. That didn't even last 10 days. It was like 4, 5, 6, 7 days later, they sold their entire bag. They couldn't even hold that agreement after Brian and them had a conversation. And I'm not calling it the S group. You understand? I'm not calling it that because I don't believe that that's what these people are. This is some crypto crap I told you guys before. This is not some investment group. Then investment groups don't go in trying to attack cryptocurrencies because they like to day trade them. So they're going to lose $50, $100, $200,000 per day doing it. That's not what they do. All right. This is some kind of crypto crap. Bottom line is he had a gentleman agreement with them. They still couldn't last that long and they still sold. It wasn't 10 days later. It was like some days later, like 5, 6 days later. They lasted longer than usual because, again, this happens 2, 3 days after they buy. But this lasted longer than usual. They went like 5, 6, 7 days, and they sold it all. And then everybody was like, "What the f is going on here?" I thought Brian said that they were going to do this. They did it. So it is what it is. It's like I tell you guys. We'll see what happens. You know, maybe after all the games that they've played, maybe they finally just buy in with a huge buy right before sacrifice, jack the price all the way up, and then hold for sacrifice. Maybe. You can't say never, right? Because the other thing about that is the reason why I wouldn't mind that. I know you guys are thinking, well, what if they do that and then they sell everything when the blockchain comes out? Who cares? Let them make a bunch of money. I want them to. I want everybody to. But the money that's going to be up against them by the time the blockchain comes out is going to be overwhelming. They're going to be peanuts compared to the money that comes in. You guys, they've been buying no more than a $500,000 buy at a time. No more than a 500,000. Like a huge player is going to come in during sacrifice, and they're going to drop $10 million on Brian's table and be like, okay, this is what we're going to sacrifice. That's what's going to happen during these types of things. That is what happens during these types of things. You know, I mean, ask Richard Hart when he started taking sacrifices for his blockchain, raised $1 billion. It wasn't because people were giving him 100,000, 500,000, $1 million at a time. That's not the way it went, and that's not how this will go. So expect a little bit of a different thing to happen once we're in the sacrifice. Don't worry so much about the price. Let's hope that something like that happens. Maybe they do come in, jack up the price, try to get as much Safuu as they possibly can so they can get as much SafuuX as they can so that when January 20th, they can come and try to dump on everybody. But what good is that going to do if we have $300 million in equity, or $1 billion in equity, or $100 million in equity? Let them take their $20, $30 million, whatever. You know? That'd be the best thing for them to do. You would think that that idea that I just put out there is a far better idea than some little day trading activity. What, you know what I mean? If you buy and hold right now, all of us know this. All of us know this. If you buy and hold right now and then send it to the sacrifice, in 2 months the blockchain comes out, it's going to be worth far more than we could have ever possibly imagined with Safuu. It's going to be a whole different operation. That is going to turn into a lot bigger of an investment. It's going to turn into a bigger profit than any day trader in the history of day trading can ever possibly do. So why do you care so much about day trading this? Just do it the right way, like everybody else is trying to do. You're going to make a lot more money. Just do it. You guys understand that? You guys feel me on that, right? I already know what you do. I'm just trying to like say it again so that you guys can understand why I'm thinking this, what these people should be doing. Maybe they haven't thought of it. Maybe they don't believe in this as much as you and I do. And they keep on trying to bring it down. They still haven't been able to bring it down. So you would think that by now they'd figured it out and said, you know what, let's try to do this the right way. Maybe we can actually make some money this way, the right way. Maybe it takes all the way to the last minute, not even the 11th hour, the last minute. And then they say, okay, let's buy. And then let's just take this to the sacrifice. We'll make our money on the other side. Maybe that happens. And if they want to make big money, they got to buy big now. One day before the sacrifice outshadows the 14%. Why is that? Because you're already getting 24% as a multiplier. When you do this math, right? When you do this math, if you were to just sacrifice Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever, you're getting 50% multiplier without the 24%. If you buy Safuu on the 20th, you get the 50% multiplier plus 24%. It equals actually less SafuuX that you get. I know that sounds hard to believe, but that's the way the math works out. You actually get a very tiny, tiny little bit less SafuuX if you would have just go ahead and sacrificed and gotten the 50% multiplier without buying Safuu and without the taxes and everything. You get a little tiny bit more. But one day before, though, on the 19th, that takes away, you get more Safuu because you get the full 50%, the full 24%, plus the 24 hours of rebase replenishes you for whatever you may have lost in that little bit, plus more, and you end up with more. So one day before could actually be a very big pump day on Tuesday, which is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time begins the first actual universal time day. Maybe on that day we see some pump because of that being the last day that you can buy Safuu without worrying about losing because you buy on the 20th. You understand? I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not telling you guys this is going to happen. I'm just telling you what the facts are. One full day, one 24-hour day before, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, which is now 34 hours away, will begin the final 24 hours where you can buy SafuuX and still enjoy the 74% in its entirety plus more. On the day of, you lose a little bit of SafuuX. You still get the multipliers, but because of the way the math and the way it works out, you actually lose a little bit. And maybe people will take advantage of that. We'll see. But maybe these people, these investors that continue to try to drag this thing down because they don't get to trade for free. Nobody gets to do that, gentlemen. Nobody gets to do that. That's why he said no. If he would have said yes, we would have been dead 2 months ago, 3 months ago. It would have taken no time at all for you to drain the liquidity. It would have been done and over with. You would have gotten it all. But he said no to that. And for some reason, you guys are pissed off about that, as if he's doing something to you personally, as if he should just say, yes, go ahead, go and take everything. Just take it. I mean, I told you guys this before. It's like going to the bank and calling the police and saying, meet me there. And then they actually help you go inside there, bring them out, and they carry it out. They put their guns down on the table so they can be able to carry 2 bags at the same time. And they take all the bags of money with the big dollar sign on it, and they put it in your car. They pick up their gun and put it in the holster and say, have a nice day. And you just walk off and drive off. No speeding, anything. You put the top down and everything. You're good to go. Bags are showing in the back seat, the whole 9 yards. You don't have to worry about anything. That's what they're expecting Brian to do. It's like, it's not going to work, but you're pissed off because that didn't happen. All right, well, what do you want me to do? You want us to let you rob everybody blind and we just have to sit there and watch it? Because that's exactly what would happen. And you're pissed off because he said no to that. Okay. Like, it makes no sense. Jay Legend says, my thing is, oh, we did that one already. Wise to Be says, in a few minutes, it will be exactly 2 days left for sacrifice, which for me, it will be on the 19th at 9 a.m. Eastern. So you are in Australia, I'm assuming. Wise to Be. You must be in the east coast of Australia. New web video says, good morning, Safuu family. Good morning to you. Saeed is here, everybody. Good to see you guys. Doing great. Saeed is an avid Greek channel watcher, so he must be watching through the Greek DeFi Gurus channel. Everybody, Saeed's one of the 3 people on Greek's channel. Say hi to Saeed over there on the Greek's channel. Richard Hudman says, yo, what's going on, Richard Hudman? Great to see you, brother. Man, you look just like my cousin, bro. It's so crazy. Mr. Mark says, yeah, everything, you're over, yeah, oh, are over, or no, we are overthinking the whole thing, guy. Starbuck, CAG pump, then sacrifice, all simple. Yeah, I don't know about the Starbuck thing, but I'm not overthinking it, Mr. Mark. These are things that are happening, right? I mean, am I saying something that's like me just overthinking? Did I just tell you all this stuff, guys, and it's like just me overthinking it? Or is this actuality? Is this facts? Is what's happening, right? I mean, I'm not trying to overthink it, Mr. Mark. I mean, I get what you're saying, though. You don't want me to go over and over and over and over again about it, but I'm telling you guys what's going on. It is what it is. It's happening. We got to deal with it. I'm just hoping that they come to their senses. because they stand as the biggest investors to date to come in and out of this protocol. They're the biggest ones that have come in and out of this protocol. They should be in it. They should have stayed in it, and they'd be making a lot more money. But they've come in and out, in and out, in and out. They've lost a lot of money. They being the biggest investors that we've ever had come in and out of this project. If they get into it now, they stand to make millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Way more than anything you can possibly imagine when it comes to a day trader. But instead, they're not. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Richard Hudman says, I know some people are going to put 50% of their bags in and then wait a little bit and see if it goes up. What are you guys going to do? I'm going to sacrifice everything at once. That's what Greek said he's going to do, depending on what's going on in the first hour. I'm going to go in like 2 or 3 parts throughout the day. It will all get done in the first 24 hours. We do have 24 hours, everybody. It's not like you have to do it. This isn't like a time thing. It's, you know, you have all day to do it. So I'm going to do it in different parts because I want to see how things react throughout the day. Pablo Escobar is back, everybody. Firstly, if someone buys $2.7 billion worth, we're rich, everyone. Also, are you two lads sacrificing in the first hour? Yeah. I'm going to sacrifice some, not the first hour, probably the second hour, Pablo. All right? Probably the second hour is when I'll do my first part. And then I'll do another part. And then I'll do another part. But you guys will all be seeing it. There goes the lovely Zyma, who's here once again. I was just talking about Zyma. Zyma, I was just talking about you. I forget what I said, though. I said something about you. But thanks for being here. The lovely Zyma. Zyma gets to do everything and anything she wants in the Discord, everybody. It's just the way she has it. You know, she's lucky. Mr. Mark, don't forget to add this SFX to nodes for nodes to circulating supply. Yes, those are going to be in the circulating supply too. But those aren't. I mean, there's only 500 of those. They're not going to be adding a great deal. Because you got to remember, I know that we spent 2,700 Safuu to get them, right? But we're not getting 2,700 Safuu back, right? We're getting $2,700 worth of SafuuX as a rebase for those nodes. So what's 2,700? So what are we getting? Like, what is that again, guys? 2,700. Let me just do that real quick. Divided by 9 equals. We're getting 300 as full node owners. We're getting 300 Safuu rebased into our wallets. That's not a lot. So I mean, yeah, you can count them in, but it's not. It's not going to make that much of a difference. There goes Rickness. Pablo, they said that they would sacrifice about an hour after start time. Yep, you got that right. Rickness paying attention, helping out in the chat. I appreciate it. There goes Biz Entertainment says, so when the rebasing stops, the Safuu token will be now treated as a day trader. If people want to continue to trade it, it can be day traded now. Yes. I wouldn't do it. You still have the taxes to worry about, but it's going to be a little bit different because there's no rebase affecting the price, right? Because the price, if we're going up by, I don't know, 20,000, 50,000 tokens per day, it affects price. 100,000 tokens per day, it affects price. But you still have to worry about the 14% buy, and then you have to sell. So you have to add 30 every time you just click the button. You're adding 30% to it, no matter what. because in order to get into it, you have to pay 14%. So, okay, fantastic, 14%, that's nothing. But in order to get out of it, you have to pay 16%. So you automatically have to add 30%. So if you want to day trade it, you can, but it's still not a good idea. But if you want to try, you can. When will we see SafuuX in our actual own wallet after sacrifice? On January 20th. We will sacrifice. We'll get to go see them. When we go to the hospital, the baby was born, but it's not ready to go home. We go to the nursery and we see it developing better to the point where it can come home. We're going to do the same thing with our little baby SafuuX. They're not going to be ready to come home. They were born on October 20th, but they were not ready to come home. So we have to go to the nursery for a couple of months, make sure that they get healthy, and then they drop into our wallets automatically like an airdrop because they're ready to come home. They go into your wallet. That's how we get our SafuuX. All right. Look at that lovely morning smile. Thank you so much, Samantha. I love it. Thank you. And Samantha is watching both channels. You are a dedicated Safuu Nation holder. I love it. ConfermentRM is here, everybody. I have to make myself available for sacrifice day. Yeah, I know you're going to be busy, brother. Conferment works very long hours, everybody. Still finds the time, though, to be able to put together our technical analysis that we need every day. Somehow he's able to figure it out, and he gets it done for us. So thank you for that, Con. If you can find some time, even in between, like during your lunch break or whatever, we will be on all day. So just whenever you can, okay, my brother. Natasha is here. Natasha says, hi, Daniel, keeping us informed. Yes, I am doing what I can. Sorry about yesterday. I wanted to take a little bit of a break. I worked. It was a very busy day. I got to work at 3:30 in the morning yesterday, but I didn't get done until 2 p.m. And then I went home and I was just like, I don't want to do anything. I'm just going to go to sleep. And I went to bed at 6 p.m., got up at 11 today, 11 last night. So I got 5 hours of sleep. Robert Banner says, another great video, DP, for you. Bro, I mean, come on. Hendrick says, 80 cents is the price now. We've gone up in price. The live stream is making a difference. Maybe number 4 is watching, everybody. Number 4. Let's quit playing all the games. Go ahead and just make the $5 million buy. Just do it. Make the $5 million buy. Go ahead and set yourself up for what would be $20 million over there in January. Why not, right? You guys have the money. Let's go ahead with the $5 million buy now. It's in there. It's in the liquidity pool, ready to be released into your wallet. Go ahead with your $5 million buy. You'll get $5 million. You're actually going to get $7.5 million worth of SafuuX, right? I mean, who doesn't want that, Mr. 4? So, Mr. 4, you buy $5 million worth of Safuu, right? And then on Wednesday, you can come onto the worldwide stage and we can talk to you while we're live on the air during sacrifice. You can come on to this. You can come onto the show. And I'm talking to Mr. 4 right now, everybody. The number 4 wallet. You can come on and you can explain to us what it is that you've been doing, what your strategy was, how you thought it was working for you, and how you found out it didn't work for you. But then your final play being a 5 million, maybe even 10 million. If you bought 10 million, it's even better. But I'll give you the $5 million the $5 million numbers first. You buy $5 million, you sacrifice. You're going to come onto the air on the worldwide stage and you can tell us. So we sacrifice. Turns out we're going to get $7.5 million worth of SafuuX. I could have never done that day trading in my entire life. But thanks to Safuu, I'm able to get it done in one day. How about that? Isn't that fantastic? Now, if you did this with $10 million, you did a $10 million buy, I've got fantastic news for you. It gets even better. You get $15 million worth of SafuuX starting on that day. Yep. That 15 million after a month turns into 30 million. That 30 million after another month turns into 60 million. And we open up, you have $60 million worth of SafuuX. You can do whatever you want with it. You can sell it that day if you want. I wouldn't do that, but you can do that. $60 million for your $10 million. $50 million. You get a 5X on that. Don't you think that that's a little bit better, Mr. Four, than day trading for free? Because I think it is. What about anybody else? By the way, my Snoopy's not here. I bought a Snoopy for you guys. It's supposed to hang right here. But I keep forgetting him. But I have a new Snoopy for you guys. So, Mr. Four, let's consider that. It's better for you to go 5 or 10 million, okay? Like, forget about all this $500,000 nonsense, because that's just beneath you. Let's go with the 5 or 10 million. Don't sell it 3 hours later like you've been doing and be stupid about it. Let's go ahead and let's hold, and then let that go to the rebase. Let that go to the blockchain. Open up with a bunch more money than you could have possibly ever done day trading. All right. Samantha likes the price. She says that's so cool. Hey, broski, from Ian Bednar, let's get that SafuuX. Only 2 more days. Yes, we're gonna be here. Hendrik Rivera says, Rickness, how you been, brother? He's saying hi to you down there. Enrique Casal says Cleveland Guardians. That's what it is. The Guardians are playing the Yankees tonight, everybody, in Game 5. I hate the Yankees. But I do hope they win so that they could possibly meet the Phillies in the World Series. And there goes Compton telling me about that too. Samantha saying, have a good day. Kevin told me about the Guardians. Kevin told me about the Guardians twice, actually. Thank you for that, Kevin. Go Eagles, Phillies, and Safuu says new web videos. Thank you so much. Troy Gabu says, wow. I know. So Troy Gabu turned on his computer. He said, let me go to YouTube for a second. Let me see what's out there. The algorithm suggested to Troy, why don't you look at this video? It's Daniel Prado. And he said, wow, after he saw me. That's a good response. It's very appropriate, Troy Gabu. Thank you for being here. That's a new commenter, everybody, Troy Gabu. We've never seen him before, have we? Say hello to Troy Gabu, everybody. Richard Hudman says, I was talking about Harper's injury for the Phillies, and you had no clue what I was talking about earlier this year. Oh, yes, that's right. I remember that. I guess you were focused on seafood. Yeah. Safuu is what you meant there. I know what that seafood was. I was focused on Safuu. You're right. And I remember that comment when you were talking about Harper, and I was like, what's he talking about? Anybody know what he's talking about? But I know now what you're talking about, and I remember when that happened. I realized it like days later, too, because I was looking at your comment, and I was like, oh, he's talking about Harper. Get it now. Are you going to sacrifice everything or 50% and wait and see if it goes up? I know there's a lot of people that are doing just that. I'm just sacrificing everything at once. Yeah, I'm not going to sacrifice everything to see if it goes up or anything like that. I just want to see what happens. That's what I want to do. I just want to see what happens. I have a couple of super chats that I'd like to get to because I have not gotten to them. And there goes Journey James. He came in with one, but I just want to make sure I didn't miss any. Pablo Escobar says, will we see SafuuX in our actual wallet or in our actual own wallet after sacrifice? I did this one, right, guys? Yeah. If I didn't, yes, we will see it on January 20th. They get dropped into our wallet. So will Mr. Fours. When Mr. Four buys the $10 million today or tomorrow sometime, they're going to get their $10 million plus the rebases. You're going to get what you buy, what you have now, Pablo. You're going to get all of your Safuu plus the rebase again. January 20th, it all drops into your wallet. All right. You're not just going to get today. Neither's Mr. Four. When Mr. Four and everybody else buys today and you have already what you have, when you sacrifice it on that day, you're going to be told this is how much SafuuX you're going to get. That's how much you're going to end up. It's going to be sort of put aside for you. But that little side that it gets put into and it puts it aside, that's going to rebase. And then that rebase, when it gets to January 20th, gets dropped into your wallet. Not just what you put today, but also what you rebase. And then Journey James says, Snoopy is coming back. Yes, I bought him specifically for you because I know you love him, but I don't have him. He was not my Snoopy. It was part of another vehicle that I'm in that had, but you guys loved him so much, especially you. So I got him. I just have not brought him to work with me. I keep on forgetting. So, but I'll try to remember tomorrow. Snoopy is coming back. SafuuX, a full node, and now we get Snoopy back. That's right. I don't know how life can get much better. Well, tomorrow you're going to see Snoopy, and he's going to bring us all kinds of luck. And also Mr. Four, everybody, is going to be making a huge purchase. Yep. And how do I know that? Because Mr. Four watches the show. Mr. Four is a huge fan of Daniel Prado Worldwide, and he's tired of f***ing with me. So he's decided that he's going to make the big buy. He does not like messing with me, so he's decided I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and make the big buy. $10 million is what Mr. Four is going to buy everybody. I'm putting the pressure on you now, Mr. Four. Go ahead and pull the trigger. It's only going to be $60 million that you end up making. Why not? So let me see. Everybody, we have a special guest star in the comments. Did you guys see who's down there? The crypto lead is here. Lead is here, everybody. This is unbelievable. He's probably working somewhere in the world. Either that or he's drinking again. Everybody say hello to Lead. He is down there in the comments. He says, I wish I could have another drink from room 316, Daniel. Yes, that was my room. And I did offer you a drink, a nightcap, but you failed to come over. You said, no, that's all right. I'm not going to do it. Instead, you went to your hotel room and you ordered something American. Who does that? Only one person, right? Has anybody ever done that when they're at the hotel room? You just call up and you say, just bring me something American. Only one person in the world can do that and did do that and can pull it off. And that is the lead, the crypto lead. And we're proud of you for that, brother. All of us are. When you told us the story, we all teared up a little bit. Go ahead, you can tell everybody about it. We were like, I can't believe that happened. Only you could pull it off, though, my brother. And Zyma just had something American, too. She says, I ate a burger, Lead. Well, how about that? That's exactly what they brought to you. Next time, Zyma, when he pulls off this kind of an event where people need to see it, I told him, don't not record. You got to record yourself doing something like that. When you make an order like that, and it is so outrageous the way he did it, and unseen by anybody, you've got to share those moments. Put it on tape. And he's going to from now on. I think he learned his lesson from here on out. Jose Marti is here, everybody. What's up? What's up? How you doing, Jose Marti? There goes The Zone. Says, hello, Daniel. How you doing, The Zone? Zyma's 316 was my room. Don't worry. It's not like we were doing anything inappropriate with each other. You know, Lead is not at all my type. He is, number one, the opposite gender of what I like. So that's already a big strike against him. I would think it's a big strike against many people. You know? I don't know. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Maybe. I don't know. Tariq says, hello, Dan. 1 day and 23 hours as per sacrifice page. Yes. 8 o'clock. Lead is going to be on with us. Right, Lead? I want you to take your little lead thing that flashes when you talk. Like it lets everybody know that you're talking because it moves and it like kind of like lights up a little bit the crypto lead thing. And it's going to be on a black box while we're all, showing our face. You're going to be there and it's going to say the crypto lead. And every time you laugh and talk about something, it's going to light up and, everyone's going to know you're talking. I want you to be a part of the live stream as well. So get ready for that on Wednesday. 8 o'clock, 7 p.m. my time. I think that's 12 midnight for you, okay? 12 midnight, you're going to have to be ready. I know you got to work, but you do everything at that time with all of your other guys, so you could do it for me too, all right? I know you're going to want to go live on your own channel. You could be live on my channel as well. So I'd appreciate it. I'll come on to yours too. We'll do like simul stream, Lead says I'm TCL. So he is TCL. He's a big bag of tender love and care. And we love that about you, TCL. Tender, loving care. You're so right about that. I didn't think about it that way. I should give you that credit though. But how about that, everybody? Lead is filled with tender love and care. It's actually tender care and love, right? Tender care and love. Why not? You're doing things differently anyway. Everybody knows. Just arrived here. Or what is Mr. Prado talking about today? Hospitals, babies. Yeah, we have our Safuu that's going to be held in a nursery. We have to go check on them. Like the little link that they'll give us, we'll be able to check on our little baby SafuuX. They're going to be like the X's are going to come out. They're going to be like little circles, right? Like there's gonna be like a little tiny Safuu, and then right next to it's gonna be like a little circle because the little arms haven't come out yet. The bottom, the two X's that come out on the top like this and like that. It's gonna be like a little circle, and then we're gonna watch them, and the little X's are gonna be growing every single day that we are in there. It's gonna be like 60 days later. They're gonna be full X's, Safuu X's, and they're gonna drop into our wallet. That's the way it's gonna work. I don't know if you guys knew that. Little Safuu dots is what we're going to have. Safuu dots, and then they're going to turn into full-blown SafuuX's. It's going to be pretty cool. Samantha says, hi, Lead. So everybody is loving the fact that you are graced us with your presence. There is Iris number 4. You're welcome to be in the leaderboard. Yeah. I'd rather number 4 buy Safuu, though, Iris, because then we benefit because we have a higher price. So we want Mr. 4 to buy Safuu. If he's a part of the leaderboard, that's because he's sacrificing something else, and we'd rather him buy. Okay. TCL is us, and you are the lead. Yes. That's exactly that's the right way to go about it, Simon. I agree with that. All of your people are TCL. You are lead. Good point, Zima. Daniel Prado equals Safuu royalty. I do say so myself there. I need a crown, a SafuuX crown. Maybe I can get Ace of Spades to make me one. What do you think? A SafuuX crown. He likes to make things, like that kind of stuff. So we are at, I know that everybody, it feels like 10 minutes has gone by for all of us, especially when Lead got here. It feels like time just flew right by, but it's only an hour and 24 minutes that we've been on together. Can you believe this? SafuuX YouTube says, yes, Samantha, this is a life-changing event. You're saying hi to Tina, Samantha. I didn't see Tina. There she is. Tina Poltea. Tina Poltea, always here every time with me. everybody. Oh, I got to put on my charger. Hold on. My charger, my phone is about to die on us. Did you see that, guys? It's down to 4%. I didn't even realize that. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I saw that. It would have been died on the air. You know what I mean? Then Lead would be laughing at me with all of his crew, him and Freedom and all those guys. Laughing at me. Donald Richardson says manifestation 1 at $9, 1 for 1. So listen, $9 makes us get more than 1 for 1, Donald. We want to get, if we want a SafuuX for every one Safuu that we have, we want $5.17, which makes it even more doable, actually. The problem is that that's highly unlikely, but we can get there if Mr. 4, everybody, right? If Mr. 4 comes in with the $10 million buy, if Mr. 4 comes in with the $10 million buy, instantly $5.17. Instantly. So everybody, may the 4 be with you. And that is at an hour and 26 minutes. Let's wrap it up. Handicapped and hot. That's my wife, everybody. No Lead did have a drink with us. He took it to the lobby. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Everybody say hi to Mrs. Worldwide. She's right there on the screen. And he did come and get a drink with us. That's right. It was all the other times that we wanted to hang out, and I was about to curse. He effing slept until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Every single day. Lead, where are you? What's going on? The next day he would get back to me. Sorry, I'm just getting this. Why? What's up, brother? And I'm like, bro, I was hanging out last night. I wanted to hang out. But yeah, you're right, Mrs. Worldwide. He did come and get a drink. I forget what it was that we gave him. Something. Because I come stocked from my hotel room, everybody. I bring the vodka, the rum, the tequila, so I don't have to worry about having to go out every time I want to drink. Because when you're out, you know, in the hotel, you want to have a drink sometimes. I don't have to go out every single time. You know what I mean? So I bring all that stuff, and it works out really well. Ask Lead, he got to have a drink just because. Natasha says, Lead, are you deserting us? No, he's not deserting you, Natasha. He is just gracing my channel with his presence right now. Everybody loves Lead. You should have seen him out there, everybody. But it was just, he couldn't hang out with us that much because he was sleeping, you know? There goes Journey James says, uh-oh, Mrs. Worldwide is having to correct Daniel. You're right, bro. She did have to correct me because I forgot that we actually did get it done. I was thinking in my head for some reason that it did not happen, but it did in fact happen. And I remembered clear after Mrs. Worldwide came in to, you know, snap me back into shape. Shots on a boat. What the F? Shorts on a boat. Shorts on a boat. That's the funniest video, everybody. You guys got to see that. I should have put it on here so you guys can see. Greek wearing shorts on the boat and then Lead yelling at him for it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And it's on tape. So it's one of those times that Lead did something aside from the ordering something American. This one he got on tape and it was perfect. A lot of stuff that we did should have been on tape, though, because we had a lot of fun out there. But, guys, we are now at 1 hour, 29 minutes, 7 seconds. So we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to say bye to everybody. Thank you, Samantha, for being here. Kevin, Hendrik, of course, the Crypto Lead, or as his people like to call him, TCL. But we over here on Worldwide, we just call him Lead. We like to keep it simple. Hendrik was here. Biz Entertainment. My wife, Mrs. Worldwide, Handicapped and Hot, was here. Samantha was here. Iris was here. Journey James was here. Tina Poltea was here. Natasha was here. Milky was here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Donald Richardson was here. Journey James was here. If there's anybody that I missed, I apologize for scanning through it now. Terry A was here. Yanni Boy was here. He's the one who recorded the Q&A for us the other day, guys. Wise to be, SafuuX YouTube. Compton was here. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. I got to get back to work. I will see you guys next time, which should be tomorrow, right? I'm not going to take tomorrow off. We're getting ready for the sacrifice. So let's get ready together. All right? I'll see you next time.